All right, Sydney Brown back again. We are talking about the top 10 tips for creating an effective writing schedule. So, number one, understand your rhythm. Basically, you want to identify when you're most creative. You may be a morning person. The ideas may come into your mind and just like bombarding you right before you go to bed. It just depends on when you are the most creative. No matter when it is, make sure you start carrying a little notepad with you, or use your notepad on your phone or something, because you do want to always capture your ideas in real time. You won't remember them, write them down, but learn your rhythm, know who you are. Are you a morning bird? Are you a night owl? Or is the afternoon when everybody else has got the 3 p.m., nappy? Is that when you're feeling the most revved up? Whatever it is, try to schedule your writing time then if you can. Now, sometimes you just can't. You may have obligations for other things, and you may not have a choice of when you schedule your time for writing, but just get it scheduled. 2, start small. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. And I really do mean this. By small, I'm thinking, minimum of 15 minutes, ideally, 30 minutes a day. Gradually increase it if you can. If you can't, you can't. But ideally, I would like to see you doing at least 30 minutes to an hour a day. You will have days when it won't fit into your schedule, where you've got other things going on. That's okay. But just try to start small and let yourself work up over time. You'll find as you start really getting into it, you're going to want to get over there and get to, where your workstation is, and really, really start, letting all the things come out. Number 3, set realistic goals. You need to be aware of your capabilities. When you set unrealistic goals, and I have been, guilty of this many times in my life, it leads to disappointment because you feel like you failed and you get demotivated. Don't do that to yourself. Don't set yourself up for negative feelings or for failing, because it's not necessary. It just isn't. You've got, a whole year to do this. So set a realistic goal, and just stick to it. Number 4, consistency over quantity. Now, you definitely, this is why I promote daily if you can. If you can't, you can't. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. But if you can, daily is the way to go, because it just becomes part of, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you go to the bathroom, you write. It's one of those things that just happens in your day now. And if you start to think of it that way, it really will help you take some of that pressure off. But when you prioritize writing regularly over writing a lot in one go, you won't burn yourself out. All right, number 5, designate a writing space. Now, if you're in a confined space, wherever you can, may be your designated space. But if you have your preference, if you have any number of places, find a specific place that you can write, and it kind of helps condition your mind to get into writing mode faster. It can be, at a desk, a dining table, at a couch with a pillow on your lap. It can be anywhere that you're comfortable, and as long as you can still be productive. Number 6, minimize distractions. And this is so tough, especially if you have, family members or coworkers that are, distracting. But try to do your best to minimize the distractions. Choose a quiet environment. Put away distractions. That's usually our worst enemy. It's not so much our family or our friends. It's our phones and our computer, our email, that notification sound that you might hear at times, that makes you like look away and look at your phone for just a second. We look at our phones a lot. So try your best to minimize distractions. I put my phone on silent, and then I will also actually just, it's silent, but then I'll also turn it face down. So if something were to pop up, I won't see it. And by doing that, I don't know if someone's trying to get a hold of me, but when I'm taking a break through, every 10 or 15 minutes, I'll go grab my phone and just kind of take a glance to make sure no one 911'd me or something. So you don't have to turn your back on the world, but do your best to minimize distractions. Number 7, use tools. So when you're using scheduling tools or apps that remind you of writing time, you might do, and I do this, my Google Calendar on my desktop. It also is on my iPad and on my phones. And I actually, on my watch even, I have everywhere in my life knows that when it's time for writing, or sometimes it's time for doing videos, whenever it's time for work and creativity, then nothing is going to get in the way. Maybe a cat every now and then, which, by the way, if you hear or see a noise, it's probably a cat. Number 8. Allow for flexibility. Now, life happens. It just does. And life is why we're here. So you don't want to do this and tell the rest of life to go away. That's not the point. We're not trying to do that. This is to make life better and to, kind of clear up some things in your heart and your mind that can actually give you some closure, and to share your story with other people. So this is a great thing that you're doing. So don't do to the point that you make it, you take the fun out of it. Don't do that. So, allow for flexibility. If you miss a scheduled session, you're not gonna, no one's gonna hate you. I'm not gonna message you and say, hey, I noticed that you weren't in your writing area. I don't have a camera on you. I don't know what you're doing. So you don't answer to anyone but yourself, okay? So let yourself be flexible. Let life be spontaneous and fun at times, but not all the time. Number 9, reward yourself. Celebrate your small victories. Finish a chapter. Celebrate something. Take a break, go see a movie, do dinner with a family member or a friend. Do something to celebrate that. Even if it's going to go in through revision over and over and over and over again, it doesn't matter, because you did it. You got to that milestone. So celebrate it. If it's a word count, if it's a chapter, whatever it is, grab a candy bar, do whatever it is that you do to celebrate. Number 10, be patient. This is one of those times in your life that you're doing something new, and very good chance you've never done this before. You're creating a new routine. You're starting a writing schedule. You're doing so much. It can get overwhelming. Don't put that pressure on you. Let this be something you look forward to. Let your schedule be something that is a treat for you. And when you're patient with yourself, you're going to find that it's easier to stick to. So remember that the goal is not to stress yourself out. It's to create the sustainable writing habit. And, just take a deep breath, breathe, take your time with this. your words will start to flow. It may take some time, it may take some practice. Don't hesitate to drop into the writing community. Ask your question. You can go live in there, or you can just type out your question, whatever you want to do. I am here for you. We have some other ambassadors in the group who also can answer questions. So it's not 100% me. It's, you know, users helping users as well. And of course, if you leave your comments here, I will absolutely jump in and try to you know, answer any questions here as well. I appreciate you. I'm really excited about this journey that you're getting ready to go through. Get your schedule set up. It's time. You're ready. Are you ready? I think you're ready. I think you're ready. All right. So like the video if you would, and let me know that you're subscribed. Ask any questions at all, and I will see you.